Hey guys, I'm in the countryside by the beach today. I want to show you just a little bit of like homegrown veggies that they like to grow here. Also in the back, they have a duck farm where they raise ducks for the eggs and they sell the eggs. Let's show you guys around and see what they're growing. Let's start over here. I believe this one is called a Jamaican cherry tree. It has like a taste of a cotton candy. And in Vietnamese it's called Jinga. I am so excited. I have not had these in a really long time. I remember as a child, I would find these even, like this is another one of those little fruit trees that people don't really care for. It grows wild. You find them in the countryside. And as a child, I remember picking these, and these are just, you know, free wild foods. They have them like everywhere. They just kind of sprout and grow into trees, even at cemeteries. So they don't ever pick these and like sell them at the market or anything like that. And then on this other side, you can see right across of where they live, it's more just mostly land, lots of palm trees in the back there. So let's go inside and see what they're growing. Right over here, there's a little home garden. There's my auntie, by the way. These are chrysanthemums, more chrysanthemums. Got some, oh, these look like they're shallots. I really like growing shallots more than green onions because they actually are more fragrant. Here's the rau ram, which is known as Vietnamese coriander. So they're growing a lot of things that they basically eat on a regular basis. These are the garlic chives, has like a garlic flavor. Oh yeah, got you. This is tomato. We got some perilla here. Looks like there's both varieties, the green and the ones with the purple on the bottom. Some roses. Some sort of Japanese ornamental flowers. Let's take a look at the other side. So the weather out here is a little more humid than, you know, being in Ho Chi Minh City. And I was actually surprised to see they can grow some lettuce that look quite good. Look at all the little lettuces. They just got started. These are the fish mint. This is the Malabar spinach, and there's two varieties. I grow the one with the red stems. This is the full green kind. It looks like they would either clip these and eat them as short little veggies, or they can always just let it climb as a vine on, you know, on this fence here, or they might take it out and plant it somewhere else. Some more fish mint. This is the go-to cola. Their go-to cola, the Vietnamese kind, they say that is more fragrant, so I'm just gonna give one a try. Yep, yeah, it definitely has a stronger scent. I really like it. Oh, and look at the water spinach. The water spinach, actually there's two varieties. One that can grow on land, so they do prefer a little bit more moist soil, but there's another kind that grows in the water. And the one that's grown in the water, it seems that the locals prefer this variety rather than the ones that grow in water. They said something about the taste, just the water variety doesn't taste as good. They are definitely more invasive, and they're definitely the cheaper grade, I guess. Yeah, they don't like it that much, and they just feed that one to the pigs. But you can see how easy it is to make cuttings for growing water spinaches. Looks like there's more go-to cola, also known as Rauma, and they got a little bit of celery growing here. They're looking really green. I'm actually curious if they use some of the manure, you know, or composting manure from the ducks that they have. And some more pennywort or go-to cola. Here are some chrysanthemums here. Also, I think by the time for New Year rolls around, they're gonna be ready to bloom. This is culantro. It grows like a weed out here. This is a really good substitution for coriander or cilantro. It has like a scent like coriander or the older cilantro when it's about to go to flower. It has that sort of a smell to me. Oh, and look at these little ones here. These are called, oh goodness, I forget what they're called, but I used to grow them. These are nice little leafy greens, and they're really great as a cover crop and propagates really easily, you know, just by cuttings, and they're just roots and water even. And it seems like they like eating these in salads and in like crab soup. This is a plantain. This is a green amaranth. I grow the red variety, but this is the green one. And it seems the green one, even in Southern California, they seem to handle the cold better than the red variety, surprisingly. Some gotu kola in the mix here. I did mention that we're close to the sea, so I'm picking up so much sand in this native soil. It looks pretty muddy, but there's definitely some sand mixed into it, which is pretty common when, you know, you're growing things that's near the ocean. Oh my goodness. This is the star apple tree. Pretty young tree right now. And of course we can't miss the papaya. So the papaya is definitely something very commonly grown here. It grows super fast, grows like a weed when people eat and spit out the fruits or throw out the seeds, and it'll just grow everywhere. You'd find them in the city, you'd find them in the countryside, you'd find them everywhere. This is the Amberilla. I miss this fruit. Oh my gosh, there is a bonsai. It looks like it's a bonsai fig. It's so cute. I gotta show you. Okay, now let's go visit the ducks. Oh my gosh, look at this beautiful. They have another one of the jinga trees. So this is how big the Jamaican cherry can get. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. If you're enjoying this video up to this point, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel so that you can see more videos like this. All right, now let's move on to try this fruit that I haven't had in such a long time. I tried to grow this 3 times, but it kept dying on me over winter. Oh goodness, I'm so excited. This is supposed to taste like cotton candy. It could be a little riper, but so good, and it brings back my childhood memories. It's a really sweet fruit. Wow. Well, mine in the US definitely did not grow this plump, I'll say. Oh my gosh. Is this what I think it is? On this tree, I am seeing, why is this? This looks like a caper that's wrapping its roots around this tree. This is so interesting. Should I try to confirm if this is a caper? No, it doesn't smell like caper. No, I don't think that's a caper. Oh my gosh. There's some kind of like a plant that has grown and wrapped its roots around this tree. It's almost like leeching off of this tree. It's like some sort of parasite thing. Because I'm not seeing any other plants growing on the bottom that kind of wrap itself up. You know, it just kind of started here and it just kind of follows like that. Kind of went a little nuts with these. It does have a little bit of a cotton candy flavor. Let's see how much I got here. Here, this is what's supposed to look like. Oh my god, look at that. This is why it's called jinga. Fish eggs, roux. Takes me right back to my childhood. Oh god, yeah. And that little crunch is so nice. So this family, they raise ducks. They have 8,000 ducks here, and they produce about 4,000 to 5,000 eggs a day. It is a pain, you know, for their backs, just bending down to pick up these eggs every single morning. They would go around collecting them, and the ducks kind of hang out over here during the daytime. So they're free range, and they kind of just hang out in this whole area. They have multiple ponds that they set up near their home, and then next to their home they've built this border to kind of fence off most of them, and this is where they hang out most of the day. And at night they would go over there, and that's pretty much where they sleep, and that's where they lay their eggs. So this is where they sleep. They just got these, I think these are the pretty new or younger ducks. They tend to switch them out about a year or so, because when they get older, these ducks won't be producing as well. That's their food. I think it smells kind of like grain more. Oh, wow. This is the brand new one they just laid. These are duck eggs, and Chinese and Vietnamese love salting them to preserve. They put a lot of salt. I think back then they even used charcoal and salt together, and they rub it on this to preserve it for about 20 days at least. The longer you preserve it, the tastier it would get. The white part of the egg will get really salty, but what you're really after for this method is to eat the yolk, and the yolk is really rich and like fatty and kind of chalky, but it's just has a really good flavor. So that's one of the ways they eat this, and they also like just doing omelets with it, or however you cook your eggs with. Can't believe they have a few thousand of these every single day. Well, I hope you had fun joining me on this trip today. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to check that one out, and I'll see you around the next one. Bye.